Well, hello there. Character drip marketing. Yay! But I gotta say this. Who? When? Like, either I'm starting to forget things, or is it just that this character was never even hinted in this story, or anything for that matter? Yunli. I feel like she's gonna be like Argenti, where she just pops out of nowhere in the middle of the story. But dear lord, I think she's actually going to perform even worse than Argenti. And I'm not talking about her kit or anything like that. Listen, you'll get what I'm saying towards the end of the video, but let's say in terms of her design, it looks good. It's not bad. It's not even mid. As I always say, with everything that Hoyoverse does bad, they actually do know how to make real good looking characters. So even when they put in their least effort, they actually make good characters. Not even mid, I would say good. Like, her design looks cool with the fire, the swords, and from the looks of it, she might be actually dancing in this pose. So, I mean, who knows? Like, swords, dancing, fire. I mean, visually, she might be really pleasant to look at. But in terms of the character, physical destruction. Like, dear miss, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be pretty cracked like all the other destruction characters, but there's a problem. There is this particular character in Honkai Star Rail, which, when there wasn't a Sam, when there wasn't a cool mech character, we had a Sam that looked like a Chad. A Sam that's pretty cracked even now. Especially if you had her E1, like me. I mean, what can I say? Losers lose. But it wasn't actually a bad thing because her E1 is actually pretty cracked. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that she is going to have a really hard time convincing people to pull for her because let's say there are two reasons that you pull for a character. You like their design or you like their gameplay or just their abilities, let's just say. And in both situations, I think she's gonna have a really hard time. I mean, she's pretty, she's gorgeous, she might have really cool animations, but not so much so that it'll make her stand out, I think. And even in terms of her abilities, like physical destruction, I mean, come on, man. Now that there are so many good physical characters in the game, it makes it really hard to justify pulling for her. But even with all of this, I think there's actually another reason that Hoyoverse decided to put out a character like this. Because a few days ago, I don't know, was it yesterday or the day before that? But we actually got the character drip marketing for Emily. And a lot of the points that I said about Yunli can also be said about Emily. Like, dude, the Genshin Twitter has been on fire for the past few days. You get it? Fire. Eh, eh. I'm so funny. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop. But dude, she has made the Genshin Twitter into a bloodbath. I haven't seen this many just mixed feelings about the character for so goddamn long, and one of the main reasons that people are having issues with her character design is this. And my dear lord, it makes a lot of sense. This is actually one of the earlier character designs for Emily and dear lord, but dude, why? Just why? Why did they go just with this design? This looks so freaking cool. And now we're gonna just have to say goodbye to this character. And she may be forgotten by the devs and the game itself, but she will stay rent free in our hearts. Rest in peace, Sketch Emily. But what I was saying is that, again, her design is not bad. And it's not mid, it's just good. I would say, yeah, there is like too much of the same color, and that's not a bad thing. Like, most characters have like a distinct color for themselves, like Raiden Shogun, let's say, I don't know, like Diluc, or I don't know, Arlecchino, like the red and black and the gray, they have a certain like main color for themselves, but the way that those colors are used makes the character either memorable or just a mesh into the mesh pile. Like, when I look at her, I don't see a character that I'm going to remember in the future and think, oh yeah, that character. Like say, yeah, Farina. Story aside, as I was saying, Farina's color is like blue. But when you think about Farina, you think of a design that's memorable. But as I just said, she looks cool, like green plant lady. She's probably going to be Dendro as a yes, she is Dendro. I didn't, I didn't see her elements right here. I mean, she looks cool, but yeah, she looks good. But I actually have a theory on why that Hoyoverse decided to put out two characters that, let's be honest, don't stand out that much between the other characters in their own games, or just in general, I would say. So I put my every brain cell in my noodle brain and pushed really freaking hard to figure out why they have decided to do this with their biggest titles, their literal top dogs. And the conclusion that I reached was this. Like, I'm not gonna say something in here, but I think there is a real good reason that they have decided to. I mean, come on, man, come on. Like,
may you forgive this transgression and honor the devotion.
Come on. And I think Ticktone actually described it pretty darn good in this video.
Ladies, I get it. I have now officially heard you out. Hey, I get it. Is what it is. If you want this thing to fuck you, I get it. Have fun.
I am not a furry. I'm gonna announce that right here, right now. I am not a furry. But sometimes I start to feel a little bit worried that someday something is going to awaken inside of me. Like, after watching Beastars, like, dude, that wolf girl, Jesus Christ. I am not a furry, but I'm a little bit afraid that one day I'm gonna step into a whole territory that there's no turning back. But currently, I'm not there yet. I can strongly say that I'm not a furry. Well, not yet.
If you find a dog human, hit me up, man.
Like, this trailer was so freaking cool. Like, dude, one of my favorite characters between all of the anime that I have watched is Sanji. Like, I love Sanji's fighting style. The way that he just uses his legs and just that whole like ballet type of fight, I love that. And this motherfucker like it looks sick as hell. He looks so freaking cool. Like, look at TikTok. He hates furries. And he's smiling like that.
Hey, listen, guys, I don't want any of you guys coming in my chat saying how you'd fuck a Vaporeon and then try to make somebody feel weird for wanting to fuck this thing.
But, conclusion of the day. I think you got what I was saying. The real reason that I personally think Yunli and Emily are probably going to be a dead. Now, I wouldn't say dead. They're Hoyoverse games. Even their most dead patches are more successful than most gacha games. But in terms of their own little bubble, the reason that I think that Emily and Yunli are probably going to be dead banners is because of ZZZ. And dear lord, I can see why. But anywho, whether you like me, hate me, subscribe, like, share, all that cool stuff. I'm actually open to get my viewpoint changed, so leave a comment. Tell me what you think. As always, I'm Spike, and that's all I have for this one. See you in the next one. Bye!